Good afternoon and welcome to yet another episode of the program from the territory coming to you live from the Unity Station, NT Channel 5 Abuja. I am Serafina Okonio Uncle. On today's package, we shall be beaming our satellite on FCT communities, highlighting the impact of the infrastructure provided, their peculiar challenges, as well as their cultures and traditions. These and more after this time out. To stay with us. We're setting the ball rolling straight away. In a bold stride towards national development, President Bola Tinubu has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to prioritizing the provision of vital infrastructure projects across all the zones of the Federation. The presidency stated this during the inauguration of the 15-kilometer A2 Junction Road along the Abuja-Lokoja Expressway to Pai Community in Kwali Area Council. Onoze Yakubu brings us details.
Officially commissioned by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, DCFR, President Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, on Monday, 23rd of June, 2025.
A promise made and now fulfilled for residents of Pai and its neighboring communities. The 15-kilometer road linking the A2 junction to Pai has been completed and delivered on schedule.
In the past, our people had serious challenges transporting their goods to the market, and it has not been funny transporting these goods to the market. But really, you can see that everybody is happy.
This road, it doesn't just serve as an infrastructure to FCT, but also as a lifeline with objectives of opening economic opportunities, access to healthcare, access to education, access to farm and market.
FCT Minister Yesen Wike said the government has so far constructed 150 kilometers of roads across satellite towns in an effort to promote inclusive governance in the territory.
For this year's commissioning, Your Excellency, we will commission 10 kilometers of Aguma Palace Road, Radio Road, New Market in Gwagwalada. We have done Yanya Karishi, Dua Carriage Road, 18 kilometers. We are going to commission 7.4 Old Oshafa Road and the reputation of Duse Lower Usma Dam, 7.4 kilometers. Your Excellency, we are going to commission the realization of building of Oshafa War College to Army Checkpoint, 16.4 kilometer road and other and drive. That will be done on 26th of this month, which is Thursday. If you calculate all and the ongoing roads and the ones completed within the satellite towns, you've done not less than 150 kilometers of roads.
President Bola Tinubu, who inaugurated the route, described it as both symbolic and strategic. He said the route offers a glimpse of prosperity and opportunity, particularly in boosting the national economy through agriculture and food production.
We will ensure that development is not lopsided but balanced, inclusive, and targets fed at lifting life. Rural communities such as Pai make important contributions to Nigeria's social and economic fabric, especially in food production and local enterprise. But their potential has been hindered by poor road access, isolation, and neglect for far too long. Today, that narrative is changing.
The president urged local communities to take ownership of the project and ensure it serves as a pathway to development and improved livelihoods. Onoze Yakubu, NT News.
Many thanks, Sunate Yakubu. Kuje Area Council, known as the food basket of the FCT, boasts of vibrant market scenes with a hub of variety of fresh farm produce. Our correspondent, Sandra Kemmer, was in one of the markets known as Kango Market for a survey of food produce.
Kuje, a suburb of Abuja, is known as the food basket of the Federal Capital Territory due to its rich agricultural produce. Kango markets on market days witnesses influx of residents from other area councils as it's believed foodstuffs are cheap in this market, not only cheap but fresh and organic. A visit to Kango market in the area council showcases the area's fertile land for farming, where farmers cultivate crops such as maize, potatoes, yams, onions and groundnuts. Others are guinea corn, beans, fruits, vegetables and tomatoes, among others, being brought to the market for traders.
Everywhere where they inside Abuja, they are coming by here because here is cheaper market. Even the modu where they machine for this Congo market, you can't see any modu like it is different about off market, even Kuje off market.
They buy for people and then bring that for fun now with the fella. After we sit down for one place, more we get and next month. But this market more they move for us like a forest market. Before opening they get them for forest market, we they get them now.
But this bag now you find it at the rate of 60,000 naira.
For years, I myself I dey buy, but that's village when they bring it. That's why I say the thing there is cheap.
The Kango market operates a 4-day cycle with huge patronage. The sites of traders and buyers with fresh farm produce of different species and variety truly makes Kuje the food basket of the FCT. So, a visit to Kango market will be nothing to regret. Just be buoyant and be ready to part with some cool cash. From Kuje Area Council, Sandra Akeme, NTA News.
Many thanks. When you hear orange markets, what comes to your mind? A place where varieties of citrus are sold. Well, in Maraba Karo local government area of Nasarawa State, there is a commercial hub which bears that name. However, the activities there go beyond buying and selling of orange. Nguzep Heve tells us more.
Orange Market, Maraba, which was originally established in Wuse FCT, moved to its present location in Maraba, Kari local government area, due to lack of enough space to accommodate it in the ever-growing Federal Capital Territory. The commercial center, named Orange Market, was in honor of the earliest settlers and sellers of fruits in the market. It is an international market that deals in perishable food items like tomatoes, oranges, onion, pepper, amongst others. The prices of these items are favorable as the business operators buy directly from farmers, which limits conflicting interests and inefficiencies in the distribution chain by middlemen, hence the patronage from different parts of the country, especially retailers and residents of the FCT. However, in recent times, traders and buyers complain of increase in prices.
You can't compare this market and other markets. Sometimes the price from here, when we hear the price is high there, we normally take our stuff from here to that place. And when they hear the price here, that place is high, they will bring their own things here.
Prices of food items here in Orange Market fluctuates depending on the location where it was purchased from.
I buy the potatoes 25 or 25,000. If I come the market, I sell it 38,000.
One basket today na 70, 65, 60. Yesterday 75, 80.
Assuming that here this market we are selling 25,000 naira, when you move to another market, you go raise the price because the people they bring the orange is the same people.
Comparing the transportation, we are just doing it that sitting at home is not good, but the prices is not that low. Things are going high every day.
Dealers General Secretary Adam Musa says the competitive nature of trade in the market makes goods cheaper.
When you bring your goods in the higher price, the other one cheaper price, then automatically you will buy the cheaper one. That is in fact, it's a competition market. That is why you see orange market is cheaper than any other market within the Abuja range.
If you are a Maraba resident or FCT looking for where to buy food items at a cheaper rate and save some cash, Orange Market Maraba is the best place to achieve that. Nguse PV, NTA News.
Many thanks, Nguse. Indeed, I have been there a couple of times. I mean, it saves a whole lot from the pockets. We're going on a quick break. When we come back, more breathtaking stories across the territory coming up shortly. Just stay with us.
Good evening, glad to have you join us.
Thanks for joining us on Weekly News Wrap.
Thank you very much for having me.
And it is on that note we welcome you to today's edition of the program. I will celebrate creativity, lasting impressions.
There's no book stating that this is the role for men.
On the news.
On the news at 7.
The news station NTA Channel 5, Abuja, would say have a lovely day.
Welcome back. This is the Territory, a program that highlights the successes and the challenges of the people of the indigenous people of the FCT. Now, despite the continued growth and fast development of Abuja, the Karomajigi community has not lost touch with its ancestral history and traditions as it continues to survive modernization. This is what correspondent Abdullahi Ajia will be telling us in our next story.
As we continue to explore communities, villages and hinterlands of the nation's capital, today we are looking at Karomajigi, a community just some few kilometers away from the nation's capital, Abuja. And we shall be looking at this community in two parts.
Karomajigi community, like any other countryside, remains the home of the Gwandara people who founded the settlements in the then forest area in about 17th century, tracing it to their migration from Kano. Today, the community boasts of a growing population of about 6,000 people that accommodates Nigeria's diversity, living in peace and harmony.
The peaceful serenity of Karomajigi community remains very attractive to hundreds of settlers who have found home away from home and probably its proximity to the city center. Now, this very tree is very symbolic to the history and creation of this community, where the name of the community is said to have been originated from this plant, in English called camwood.
Of course, modern civilization and development have clashed with their cultural beliefs and agrarian life, but would not let go what they cherish.
I'm trying to draw the attention of my people that we should not forget our tradition, because tradition can take you to any other step all over the world, that they can make you to be always be knowing.
I kept this because of my upcoming children, so that they can be able to know the attire of their tribe. Apart from that, we have other rich cultures.
Knowing the importance of civilization, we cannot still abandon our farming activities.
One of the relics and symbols of this community is this baobab tree, which is the very place where the grave of the second chief of this community is. And according to them, no amount of development would make them sacrifice this baobab tree. here.
The relics of their cultural beliefs and identity are still found in scattered areas.
This place we're standing represents a spiritual and cultural significance for the people of Karma Giji here. This is the very place where the ritual purpose of installing a new chief of the community takes place, where the water from this very place is used to perform that very ritual.
The community has been lucky with government presence in the areas of electricity, road, schools, among others.
When you are coming from the express road to the inside town, before it was so difficult also to see that it take more than 1 hour to enter inside, but now you can just spend about 2 minutes to reach to the palace.
Our sojourn of exploring to learn more about Karamajigi community continues with more interesting historic and cultural sites in Abuja. Abdullahi Ajia, NTA News.
Many thanks, Abdullahi Ajia. Have you ever heard of a community that seamlessly blends the tradition with modernity? Look no further than the Sheda community in Kwali Area Council, Abuja. This vibrant community is a shining example of peaceful coexistence and rich cultural heritage. Despite being surrounded by urban development and modernization, the Sheda community has managed to preserve its unique traditions and customs. Let's dive deeper into this fascinating story with Sandra Akeme again.
Tucked away near the Abuja-Lokoja Expressway, the Sheda community in Kwali Area Council is a treasure trove of rich cultural heritage. Residents here take immense pride in their unique identity, which shines brightly through their vibrant festivals and celebrations. What's truly remarkable about Sheda is its ability to seamlessly weave together people from diverse ethnic and religious backgrounds, creating a beautiful blend of harmony and understanding. According to Hakimi Jibri Bala Sheda, this peaceful coexistence is rooted in the community's strong social bonds, mutual respect, and a deep appreciation for their differences.
To iye bari nye fisha na bea ifi bo bari chochon ebie mo abere ebie poi worship wa ebie polo jobo nye abari shadna yi pase shideba ma yi pase shideba ni yi zaman lafiya de bai yi mada de bai aza do nye ba abie do jini ba kan da jiba here. Throughout
the year, Sheda community comes alive with various festivals, each one a testament to the community's rich cultural heritage. The annual Sheda festival is a highlight showcasing the community's captivating music, mesmerizing dance, and stoning arts. This spectacular event draws visitors from far and wide, making it a major tourist attraction. By preserving its cultural heritage and promoting peaceful coexistence, the Sheda community serves as a beacon of hope and a shining example for other communities to follow. As we celebrate the beauty of diversity and the power of unity, the Sheda community reminds us that together we can create a brighter, more harmonious future. From the Sheda community in Kwali Area Council, Sandra Akeme, NTA.
Many thanks, Sandra Akeme. I mean, we must go all out to ensure we protect and preserve this culture so it doesn't go into extinction. Now, from promise to pain, what was once envisioned as a lifeline for better healthcare in Kapua now lies in ruins, swallowed by weeds and neglect. The abandoned hospital project, once a symbol of hope, has become a reminder of broken promises and fading trust. Correspondent Isaac Jibo reports on how its decay has left residents struggling for access to medical care and answers.
Residents of Kapua community in Lube are expressing concern over an abandoned hospital project that once promised improved health care for the area. Construction, which began several years ago, now lies incomplete and overground, denying the community much needed medical services.
They started it, and as it stopped, nobody has been coming here to look or to trying to do something to bring it into completion. And our problem here, we are asking the government to come to our aid, to come and look at this project, to finish it so that we can be able to reach where the doctors can attend to us. If a pregnant woman, she is in labor, there's no any nearby hospital. If you don't have car, it's a problem.
Residents lament that the abandoned structure has become both a safety risk and a symbol of neglect. They are calling on the government to intervene and ensure the project completion.
I can't lie, me to her. When my wife was pregnant, she wanted to give birth. It was even at midnight. But how can we do? We don't have anything to do. Like, I should look for a bike man. My one was sorry pain. You have to look for the bike man. Take the hospital. Because of all the bad people. We didn't need for the whole community. Like, we didn't need something like serious. Like, even some people, they are even, I'm talking to you now, some of my neighbor, they need to very soon we will have a labor.
The first work on help us, for I'm a Kapwa. No girls hospital, no hospital with the fine. See, we get them, make them repair them. We not get people to help us repair them.
They also decry the lack of communication from relevant authorities on when work will resume, leaving them worried about continued poor access to health care and gap in communication development planning. In Abuja, Isaac Jibo, NTA News.
Many thanks, Isaac Jibo. I trust the Mandate Secretary Health Services, including the FCT Minister. They'll swing into action and healthcare because, I mean, this is just one sector we ought not to play with. This is where we draw the curtains today on the territory. Let's do this again, same time, same station. I am Serafina Okon Omekwe. Good afternoon.